Hello everybody, this is another Hot Wheels collector video. Today we're going to be looking at the Honda S2000 from the 2022 mainline. This came in the red colour variant, which is the one we're going to be looking at today, as well as a yellow colour variant. They are the same casting, obviously just recolours, and we've obviously seen this casting many times. It's been released countless. I don't even know how many, probably over 10 to be entirely honest. I know it was some kind of Legends Tour thing as well, I think this year. So it's been used a lot. This casting appears nearly every year, I would think. So anyways, let's get into the facts about this one. So in real life, this car has a 2-litre inline-4 engine, producing 237 to 247 horsepower, and 208 to 218 newton meters of torque. That converts to 153 to 161 pound-feet of torque. This car also has a 0 to 60 in just 6.8 seconds, pretty impressive. Obviously this being a sports car, not a supercar obviously, but yes, very very impressive there. And we also have a top speed of 149 miles per hour, again not too bad to be entirely honest. This car, when it was new, cost £27,700 all the way up to £28,700, so not too badly priced either, especially for the value that you would get with this car. Now, this car costs anywhere between £7,000 and £26,000. That depends on the condition, so obviously that £7,000 one being quite run down, maybe it's got some damage, lots of scratches, junkyard kind of thing, and £26,000 being a pristine showroom condition piece. Anyways, that's it for the facts. Now let's get into the actual showcase of this Hot Wheels car. Alright, so starting off this review, we'll start off with the wheel choice. So these are the 5-star spoke rims. These are done in chrome, which is very nice. It does fit this red design. For the tampo work on the side, we do have a little bit. So we have the S2000 writing, as well as the Ryu Sada tribute little logo on the side. Obviously, he designed this casting. And we also have a side indicator, which is being tampoed as well. Very generous there. The windows on the front, obviously there's only front windows, have been rolled down. Very nice details there. But there are no side mirrors, unfortunately, on this casting. You can also see the door handle is actually part of the casting. And the lower part of the splitter is created using the black base plastic. The interior is also black plastic as well. Alright, moving on to the front of the car, we do have more tampo work. Very nice, this is really tampoed up and all the details are there. So this is obviously a modified version of the S2000, if you couldn't already tell. It has that modified front bumper and it has that little vent which is next to the Honda badge. That Honda badge being tampoed in silver tampo. We also have the front lights which have been done in a realistic looking detail, very nice. And we also have the front splitter which is being created using the black base plastic, acts as a good colour split. You can also see obviously the entire grille section is being cut out in the metal casting there. And you can also see there is a large vent in the metal casting as well on the hood. You can also see the windshield washers have also been done in the metal casting there, very nice. And you can also see there are window wipers as well on this glass, which is very nice. I say glass, it's not glass, it's plastic that's meant to represent glass, and it does that in a very good way. Moving on to this side of the car is the exact same as the previous, other than it does have the fuel filler cap, but yep, everything else is the same, so I'm not going to bore you on this one, but obviously you can pause the video and have a look at this for yourself if you are looking for something specific. Maybe your car's got an error or something, and you're wondering, is it actually meant to be there? Now let's take a look at the rear of the car then. So we do have the rear lights which have been tampoed in a realistic looking detail. And we also have the Honda badge returning. This is quite a large Honda badge to be entirely honest. Not exactly accurate to the real life model, but hey, it kind of does look cool. And obviously that's done in silver tampo. You can also see there is a Ryu Sada tribute plate which is done in black as well on this car. And the rear diffuser of this car is being created using the black base plastic. You can also see on the back of this car, obviously it has that custom spoiler in the metal casting itself. It is not plastic. And you can also see on the roof here, speaking of the roof obviously, when we were on the rear and now we're on the roof, we even have a nice roof scoop. Can you see that? Looks awesome there. And yeah, that's really it for this car. Obviously it's done in a glossy red. It is not metallic, I will mention that. Because sometimes it's quite difficult to see on camera whether it's a metallic, especially when the little bits of metal flake in the paint are very fine. But this one is just a glossy red and is not metallic. But honestly, I think it looks perfect in this glossy red, and I don't think metallic would enhance the design any. Anyways, that's it for the showcase of this car. Now let's get into the review and my final thoughts on this one. Alright, so now it's time for my final review and thoughts on this car. I think it's an absolutely amazingly executed casting. From the actual cast itself to the details on this car, I don't think you're going to see a better release of this. There was a yellow version, as I've said, which was pretty much identical to it other than the colour change, so the details were exactly the same, and this is an absolutely amazingly well done car, and obviously it deserves it. It's a Wheels Honda tribute car. We saw many of them in 2022, not so many this year to be entirely honest, but honestly it's just great. I can't really tell you how good it is. The casting is a little funky in a few spots, but maybe it's part of the modified look. In fact, looking at it now more, it probably is. So you can see there, just behind that front window, it kind of looks a bit funky. Maybe that rear window is not as large as it probably should be. Can you see that? I'm not sure if you can. But there you go. Maybe it is just part of the modified look, as I've said. And yeah, that's really it for the review. So now it's time for me to give a score out of 10. What am I going to give this car out of 10? It's going to be a 9 out of 10, I think, for me. It's close between an 8 and a 9 out of 10. But I'm going to be generous today and give it a 9 out of 10. Very nice car. And yeah, I'm happy with this one. I got it from an Asda at £1.90 when the prices were actually low in Asda's. Now they are £2.40. How crazy is that? 50 pence change in a year. And that price is still going up. Hopefully it doesn't go up too much more, otherwise mainlines will be the same price as premiums, which would be hideous. But anyways, that's it for this video. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Remember, you can also press that notification bell so you do not miss any new uploads. Remember, you can also share this video with any friends, family, or in any groups who may be interested. But remember, don't feel pressured to if you don't feel like you have anybody who may be interested in this video. You watching this video all the way to the end means so much to me, and I really do thank you for making it all the way up until this point. But anyways, that's it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.